Hello everyone. Start to the next point. Schema changes in a NoSQL data store. Means जेव्हा तुम्ही स्कीमा मायग्रेशनमध्ये त्याचं मेन पर्पज काय आहे तर डेटाबेस चेंज करण्याचं काम करणार आहेत. अँड देन जेव्हा स्कीमा तुमचा चेंज होणार आहे तेव्हा तो तुमचा NoSQL डेटा स्टोअर कसा करणार आहे ते बघूया आपण. First point, an RDBMS database has to be changed before the application is changed. मीन्स जेव्हा तुमचा डेटाबेस चेंज होणार आहे तेव्हा त्याचं ॲप्लिकेशनसुद्धा तुमचा चेंज होणार आहे. दिस इज अ व्हॉट द स्कीमा फ्री or schemaless approach tries to avoid. Aim at a flexibility of a schema changes per entity. The frequent changes to the schema are needed to react to frequent market changes and product innovation. When developing with NoSQL database, in some cases, the schema does not have to be about beforehand. And then next point, we still have to design and think about other aspect such as a types of a relationship. Means types of relationship means relationship तुम्ही कसं दर्शवता, one to many, many to one, then many to many. This is the types of a relationship with a graph database, column database. Then we have a key value store. This is NoSQL. means NoSQL चे टाइप्स जे आपण बघितले होते 4 टाइप्स तसेच आपण आता या स्लाइडमध्ये बघत आहोत. Then the names of the column families, rows, column, order of a column. Then how are the keys assigned to the what is the structure of a data inside the value object. The key value store, this is a didn't think about this upfront and we want to change our decision. It is easy to do so. Then NoSQL database are entirely schemaless is a misleading. Then store the data without regard to the schema. The data then schema has to be defined by the application because the data stream has to be purchased by the application when reading and data from the database. Next point, the application has to create the data that would be saved in the database. If the application cannot be parse the data from the database and schema mismatch even if the instead of the RDBMS, then database throwing a error, then find out the error is a how encounter by the application. Thus even in a schemaless database, means जेव्हा तुम्ही database for example schema changes in NoSQL database store, means जेव्हा तुम्ही स्कीमा मायग्रेशन प्रोसेस वर्कआउट झाल्यानंतर जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमचा NoSQLचा डेटा स्टोअर करणार आहात तेव्हा तुम्हाला जर एखादाचा काही एरर आला तर तुम्ही एरर फाइंड आउटसुद्धा करू शकणार आहेत. देन द स्कीमा ऑफ द डेटा हॅज टू बी टेकन इन टू द कन्सिडरेशन व्हेन रिफॅक्टरिंग द ॲप्लिकेशन. रिफॅक्टरिंग हा पॉईंट आपण ग्राफ डेटाबेसमध्ये बघितलेलाच आहे. NoSQL डेटा ऑथरचं जे एक्झाम्पल आपण बघितलेलं तेव्हा आपण रिफॅक्टरिंग डेटा कसा असाइन करतो ते आपण प्रिव्हियस लेक्चरमध्ये बघितलेलंच आहे. देन स्कीमा चेंजेस इन स्पेशली मॅटर व्हेन देअर इज अ डेव्हलप ॲप्लिकेशन अँड एक्झिस्टिंग प्रोडक्शन डेटा. Then for the sake of simplicity, assume we are using the document data store like a MongoDB. For example, MongoDB. Then the MongoDB हे 3 टेबल आपण बघणार आहोत. 3 टेबल आपल्याला क्रिएट करावे लागणार आहे आणि त्याच्यानंतर 3 टेबल क्रिएट केल्यानंतर आपलं तुम्ही कोडिंग कसं करणार आहात ते बघूया आपण. Click here to view code image. Open curly bracket. This is a ID, then customer ID, then name, then since, then order. Order ID दिलेला असतो. ऑर्डर डेट जेव्हा तुम्ही ऑर्डर करणार आहात त्याची डेट तुम्हाला द्यावी लागणार आहे. देन ऑर्डर आयटममध्ये प्रोडक्ट, फॉर्च्यून, देन कुकीज. मीन्स प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादा सिलेक्ट केला, ऑइल केला आपण. ऑइलमध्ये मोर दॅन ऑइलचे टाईप्स असतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल सोयाबीन, देन सूर्यफूल. दिस इज द टाईप्स ऑफ ऑइल. तर तुमचं ऑइल तुम्ही कोणतं ऑर्डर केलेलं आहे त्याच्यानुसार तुमची प्राईससुद्धा डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होणार आहे. दिस इज अ कोडिंग ऑफ अ MongoDB. Then next, application code to write this document structure to the MongoDB. तर डॉक्युमेंट स्ट्रक्चर कसं राईट डाऊन करणार आहे ते बघूया आपण. बेसिक DB ऑब्जेक्ट, then order item is equal to new basic object, then order item dot put product name, order item dot put price, then order item dot add order item, then code to the read the document back from the database. Then basic DB object item is equal to basic DB object, then order item, then string product name is equal to item dot get string. स्ट्रिंग जेव्हा तुम्हाला कॅरेक्टर तुम्ही रिप्रेझेंट करता तेव्हा आपण स्ट्रिंग यूज करतो. देन प्रोडक्ट, देन डबल प्राइस, आयटम डॉट गेट डबल, देन प्राइस. Then next point, incremental migration. First point, schema mismatch trips many new converts to the NoSQL word. Then when schema is changed on the application, we have to make sure then convert to existing data to the new schema. Then depending on the data size or expensive ऑपरेशन मीन्स डेटा साईज तुम्हाला बघावी लागणार आहे. जर तुमचा डेटा जर बिगर असेल तर तो तिथे चेंज होणार आहे का किंवा स्टोअर होणार आहे का, तर नाही. तुमचा जर 10 MB डेटा जर अवेलेबल असेल आणि तुम्ही जर 100 MB जर डेटा स्टोअर करत असेल तर तुमचा फक्त 10 MBच डेटा तुमचा स्टोअर होणार आहे. 19 MB तुमचा कॅन्सल होणार आहे तो डेटा. देन अनदर ऑपरेशन would be to make sure that data before the schema change can still new code. Then when it's saved, it is a save back. Then in the new schema, this technique known as a incremental migration. Then migrate data over time. Some data may never get migrated because the never access. We are reading both the price and full price from the document. Then next coding, basic DB object item is equal to basic DB object, and then string same as a product name is equal to item dot get string, then product, then double full price is equal to item dot get double, then price, then if full price is equal to null, then full price is equal to item dot get double, then full price, then double discounted price is equal to item dot get double discounted price. Then when writing the document back, an old attribute price is not saved. Basic DB object order item is equal to new basic DB object, then order item dot put product, then product name, then order item dot put full price comma price, then order item dot put discounted price comma discounted price, order item dot add order item. Next point, when using the incremental migration, there are many versions of the object on the application side that can translate the old schema to the new schema. While saving the object back, it is a save using the new object. This is a gradual migration of the data helps to the application evolve faster. This process schema, incremental schema. Then the incremental migration technique will be the complicate the object design, especially as a new changes are being the introduced, old changes are not being taken out. This is a period between the change development. The last object in the database migrated to the new schema is the known as the transition period. Then look at this diagram, transition period of a schema changes. Product price, this is the original price, then product price full price discounted price, this is a transaction, then product full price discounted price, this is a file and schema. This is a workout transition period of a schema changes. Then next point, migration in graph database. Graph database have edges that have types of a property. मीन्स ग्राफ डेटाबेसमध्ये बघितलं आपण मोर दॅन एजेस आपण यूज करणार आहोत. देन इफ हॅव अ चेंज द टाईप ऑफ अ एज इन द कोड बेस, you know longer can traverse the database, rendering in unusual. To get around this, you can traverse all the edges and changes the type of each edge. This is the operation of can expensive and requires you write to the code to migrate the edges in the database. We need to the maintain backward compatibility, then do not want to the change the whole graph in a one go. We can just create new edges between the nodes later than the comfortable about the change. This is the old edges can be the drop. This is a work from the graph database. Then this is a technique by the help to the great deal with the large database. Then we have to change property. All nodes or edges have to be fetched nodes and the change and property that need to be the change. Next point, coding. Then for node, then database get all nodes, then node dot set property, node create by the comma get system user, then node dot set property, node create on get system time stamp. We have changed the data in the node. Then derive from the existing node data we could import from the some other source. Changing aggregate structure. Aggregateचं मेन पर्पज काय ते आपण बघितलेलंच आहे. Then sometimes we need to change the schema design with example of a splitting large object into the smaller ones. Then main purpose of a aggregate structure. Then independently, suppose we have to customer aggregate then contains the customer order and we have to want separate the customer and each their orders into the different aggregate units. Then to ensure that the code can work with the both version of the aggregate. This is a does not old object, it will be the new aggregate. Then code runs to the background can read one aggregate at a time. Then the necessary change the saved data back into the different aggregates. This is a look at this diagram. Split large file into the smaller pieces means large files convert कशामध्ये केलेलं आहे तर आपण स्मॉल पीसेस मध्ये केलेलं आहे. दिस इज अ रो स्टोअर कशा रो स्टोअर झालेलं आहे. इझी टू ॲड मॉडिफाय अ रेकॉर्ड ID, name, city, country and order number. This is a row item. Then might read in the unnecessary data and column store ID, name, city, country and order number. This is only need to the read in a relevant data. Tuple reads require multiple access. This is the main purpose of a aggregate structure. Then key point, database with strong schema such as a relational database can be the migrated by row sequence. This is the main purpose of a schema migration. Then schemaless database still didn't need careful migration due to the implicit schema in any code that access the data. Then schema-led database can be the use the same migration technique as database with the strong schemas. Then schema-less database can be the also read data in a way that tolerant to change in the data implicit schema and used to the incremental migration to update data. The lesson are completed. Thank you students. Keep watch my video.